So this is a video I didn't think would be made. Well, I mean, I kind of expected it eventually, but I didn't think it would be this soon. I gotta explain myself. So, as you guys know, last year I had issues with VR chat, with the way people were treating me on the platform, as well as taking things like friend requests and sort of twisting it into this whole parasocial sort of relationship with them, and it just got a little strange. And from that video onwards, I said I wouldn't do friend requests anymore in VR chat because it just wasn't worth it anymore. Um, and unfortunately, I have made the decision starting today. I will no longer do any more public VR chat live streams. What do I mean by this? So I need to explain why. So something's changed, and I will no longer do public VR chat live streams. So a couple of days ago, I did a VR chat live stream. It was typical, the same as usual, hanging out with people in a public instance and everything. It was a lot of fun, and one of the reasons why I love talking to you guys in VR chat is because I don't get an opportunity to talk much to you guys. Like, sure, I have the comments, I have the live streams, but I mean, like, verbally, you know what I mean? And one thing I've always been sort of like instilled into myself is that when I started becoming a YouTuber, one of the promises I made to myself is I wouldn't be one of those YouTubers that ignores the subscribers, ignores the fans. I want to be one of those people that actively engages with the community. So I want to, talk with people, respond to some comments, or have instances where we could chat. I had a Discord server where I basically just did that. And like VR chat, I've had to cancel that opportunity. I need to explain why. So I'm very sorry. I'm lingering around the topic. So I did a VR chat stream a couple days ago. And on the stream, a lot of inappropriate things were done in the lobby. There was multiple instances of people saying things that shouldn't be said on a live stream, a lot of inappropriate behavior happening. And all in all, I knew that if I continued doing the stream, I would get in trouble. And it just so happened that the stream also just crashed at the exact same time. So it all kind of just worked out. But because of that, I can't take the risk of doing any more VR chat streams. When you do public instance VR chat, stuff, you run the risk of coming across people with, dark humor, edgy humor, that can pretty much just destroy anyone that's live streaming, anything like that. And it's just, it sucks. But because of that, I can't do any more public VR chat streams. Now, does this mean that VR chat in total is canceled on the channel? No, no, no. I will still probably do VR chat live streams, but they won't be public anymore, which sucks because now I've lost another avenue in communicating with a lot of you guys. What I really liked about those public VR chat instances was meeting some of you people that I've never had an opportunity to before, and seeing you guys say all these wonderful things about how my content, has inspired your content. It really helped me motivation-wise and really gave me a sense of purpose, being like, I got to remember who I'm doing these videos for, And it was just, you all were so wonderful. I mean it. Every single VR chat live stream I've done, all of you have been so kind, so loving, and it really hits me, when people talk to me about how my content has affected them and they wanted to show appreciation and that sort of thing. It sort of changes your outlook on why you do the things you do, on the platform and stuff like that. And it really sucks that I can no longer have those sort of interactions anymore. That I lost another way of chatting with you all. And it sucks. So yeah. No more public VR chat streams. Now, there could be avenues around this that I've basically talked about with a few friends that maybe we can go around maybe doing it differently. A lot of people are bringing up to start a VR chat group instance, like start up a VR chat group. Now, what does that mean? Apparently, VR chat has sort of an option where you can create a group. And if you're a part of this group, you can join group-only instances, which basically allow you to join the world if you're a part of the group. Now, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how that would work, and I still don't know if I fully trust it. So I'm going to test out the waters a little bit. Maybe that could be something we look into as an alternative and everything like that. VR chat streams from now on would only be done with mutuals in mind. That's why Speedy Blue doesn't do, public VR chat live streams, because of that very reason that I basically just talked about. Essentially, I just made the decision that I just couldn't deal with that sort of thing anymore, and I didn't want to run that risk. And that sucks. So no more public VR chat streams, and I'm very sorry about that. I truly am. And I should have been more careful with this sort of thing, but honestly, we went for a good 3 to 4 years doing a lot of VR chat public instance streams. I think we had a pretty good run of it. I think that for a place like VR chat, in order to do public streams, and they went just as well as how a lot of our streams turned out, I think is a really true testament about how wonderful all of you are as people. We never had any issues. We never had any instances. In fact, nearly every single VR chat stream we've done was wonderful. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. I've met some amazing people on the platform, and it's just been great. And I just can't do that anymore, and I really apologize. We can look into different potential avenues in the future. Maybe we can look into the VR chat group stuff. But as of right now, VR chat public streams are not going to come back. I just don't really want to deal with it anymore. It's very similar to the situation I had last year with the VR chat friends thing. I just didn't want to deal with that anymore. And I know that might let some of you all down, but yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't think it's a good thing to continue, especially what happened last stream. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned it earlier in the video. I can't remember if I did, but basically I was streaming. Some inappropriate things were done on the world instance, and I was going to end the stream. It just so happened my VR chat crashed around the same time. So it all just kind of worked out in the end, but still, yeah. So I'm really sorry about that. But we'll find a way to get around it, I think. It just sucks that there's been 2 avenues now that I've just haven't been able to talk to you guys anymore. No more Discord, no more VR chat. That's kind of nearly every way I could interact with you guys on almost a verbal basis. So I'm really sorry about that. I really am. But I want to take this moment to say thank you all so much for all the wonderful times we've had in VR chat. Some of my most memorable moments on the channel would be doing jokes with a high Elmo on the VR chat lobby, or experiencing some skits with a Rouge model, someone that's in a Rouge character in the lobby. And I will never forget those moments. You guys made it all worth it. And for that, thank you. I'm really sorry that we can't continue this anymore, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for making all of those live streams such a wonderful experience. I couldn't thank you guys enough for that. Anyway, I think this is a good time to end the video. And yeah, I'll see you all next time with another video.